Jacks ain't gonna carry themselves.
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Crossing.
What a day.
Let's hope the bride
Why
doesn't
wouldn't
leave
they
you.
when it's
She
true?
might take
It would
offence.
be bad, I tell you.
I don't know. Seems to me it's always the same. Bad.
Well, it'll be even worse. Look, there's a rabble running rampant over the countryside. They even catch up that captain.
I suppose it's worse than it was, but you make the end of it.
Benny's wedding like.
It was nice. Good food. It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking, though. It's a lot better here in Crossing.
Let's hope the bride doesn't
Why?
leave you.
You can talk like that in the tavern, but comparing the royalty, their majesties, to a stinking fish end, I don't want to hear any of that. Someone will overhear, and you'll get in trouble. I doubt it. So you're talking about someone you have no...
Lord Benny's wedding like.
It was nice. Good food.
You're no longer in mortal danger. What is Lord Benny's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls for my liking. It's a lot better here in Crossing.
Let's hope the bride doesn't
But
leave
for
you.
sure, Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts of worries. Sir Otto travels a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
That's that.
Do what the laundresses say then. That you go and report on them to the Chamberlain.
I finished hauling the sacks. What now?
How should I know? They told me to think up some job for you, so you wouldn't be idle. So if you want to pass the time, go ahead, but do it sensibly.
Well, I'd say there's plenty of work to do around here. I'll gladly help you with something.
Aye, but I've only got work in the forge, and that ain't for everyone. I'm a respected tradesman here, understand?
So, I don't know. I suppose I'll go and see what I can find to do.
You can go down to the lower gate. Calder's building a gallows there. You can see if the fool is doing it properly.
All right. That sounds like something I can't do without.
What was Lord Benny's wedding like?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
land.
To talk about the inheritance.
But your father's still alive.
I really don't know. It's completely useless. Fuck! Greetings. What brings you here so early in the morning?
I was told to come and ask you for a job.
Nice timing. Do you know anything about carpentry?
No, but I'd be glad to learn.
That ain't worth a damn to me if I have to teach you. Good tools is more what I need. I got the job of fixing up this here scaffold, so it don't collapse when we hang that poacher. But the whole thing is fucked. I need a good carpenter's axe. There's one broadaxe in the shed, but it's as blunt as a file. Of course, Osina didn't find time all year to hone the thing.
I could help you with that.
You could. Well, that'd be great. Go and get it from the shed, sharpen it, and bring it back to me.
Sure thing.
Oh, I closed it. Where could he be?
this again.
First bell.
What do you think you're doing? I'm sorry.
If you'd lend me your bullock.
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage. Most of it. It's good for you. Pickled cabbage drives out the black bile. Puts the fluid in balance. Saturn and Jupiter are in a bad constellation. That shows up the black bile and makes you ill.
Hanging around with Miller crazily.
Here it is. Hope it's good.
Sharp as a skinning knife. Nice. Without your help, the scaffold could well collapse under that poacher. And nobody wants that.
And then the execution would be postponed.
I doubt it. We're not going to make a show out of it like they do in Prague. But someone would have to get their hands dirty, and no one fancies that.
Understandably.
Anyway, thanks. I can't afford to fuck things up today. The Chamberlain is as tetchy as the devil.
Isn't he always?
Yeah, but even more today. Anna the laundress said he's got bellyache. Everyone is avoiding him like the plague.
Uh-huh. I'll be going.
I've got to get back to work, too. Farewell.
The second toll for Hans.
What are you doing here?
It was nice. Good food and drink.
That doesn't do me any good. Oh, the pain.
Sir, I want to ask you something.
You? What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be helping outside in the courtyard? Christ! Ah! First you cause mayhem at a noble wedding, and now you go snooping around where you shouldn't.
I noticed, sir, that something is troubling you. I could help you.
How could a vagabond like you help me?
One vagabond isn't the same as another, sir. It can be hard to tell the difference between beggars and us students from Prague, but we have a bit of knowledge.
And what are you doing here? Prague is a long way off.
I'm here to gain experience. Our professors encouraged us to travel the world, but I ran out of coin and things went from bad to worse.
Mm-hmm. And where did you study?
Prague University, of course. So far, I've completed the Septem Artes Liberalis, and I'm getting ready for the Quadrivium.
Oh. Well, my nephew had some difficulties with arithmetic in the Quadrivium.
Oh, I understand. It's a difficult subject, and I'm a bit anxious about it myself. Nevertheless, although I don't have a degree in medicine, I have learned a few things.
Well, you really surprise me, lad.
Anyway, I'll examine you and try to make a diagnosis.
Yes, that should help.
With your permission, I'll examine you, sir.
What? Here and now?
Don't worry, I'll just have a look at you. You don't have to lie down or strip.
I'm glad to hear it.
You're quite pale and rather sweaty.
When it comes upon me, I sweat a lot.
Your eyes are all right. Do you have ringing in your ears?
No.
Do your hands shake?
Well, I'm not the youngest, but it's nothing too bad.
All right. Did you get advice from anyone about it? Have you tried anything for the pain?
Well, I talked to our surgeon. He just said it was odd and told me nothing more. So I went to Kolin to see Professor Joachim Bavorsky, and he advised me.
Yes? What?
It's a little awkward for me to talk about, I must admit.
Master Chamberlain, I'm here as a practitioner of the medical arts. You can rest assured that whatever you tell me will remain between us.
All right. The professor spoke at length about Jupiter and the houses, and then he told me that my bodily humours are out of balance.
I would expect so. And what did he recommend?
Well, that I should get more silver into my body. So I wear more silver jewellery, and when there's a full moon, I go to the meadow here below the castle, naked.
Really? So you're taking it quite seriously. And has it worked?
No, but there'll be a full moon soon, so I could damn well use some other advice.
I understand. Tell me, Master Chamberlain, does it hurt all the time, or does it come in waves?
No, not all the time. More like I get attacks.
Uh-huh. And these attacks, have you noticed whether something sets them off?
Well, it's worse when I get upset.
And does it get worse in autumn, when it gets colder?
Yes, it's usually worst in October. Then I don't even have to get upset for it to start.
All right, that makes sense. Tell me, sir, what do you usually eat?
Well, I often eat from the banquet table.
So, a lot of roasted game?
Yes, and pâtés, goose, duck. I dine as befits my status.
I see. Sir, I'm afraid you have a stomach ulcer. If it's not treated, you could even die of it.
Good God! What should I do?
The main thing is a strict diet. No fatty or heavy foods. In other words, nothing from the banquet table. You have to eat boiled white meat, poultry or fish, lots of vegetables, and gruel.
Gruel? Like a...
Yes, like the common folk. And another thing, you mustn't get angry. Under any circumstances.
What? I mean, what?
That's the way. Oh, and I'll get you a herbal potion. I know exactly what will do you good.
Can't you get me that potion right now?
I don't have the required remedy. And unfortunately, I don't see how I can brew it here. I don't have the necessary equipment.
You're free to use the surgeon's apparatus in his study. It's upstairs in the Crone. That's the second tower. Now we're under the Maiden. Do you know how to get there?
I think so. But I was told to stay only in the outer courtyard. I wouldn't want to get in trouble.
Trouble? I'm the one who has trouble. Don't worry. Tell them I sent you. Just go, for heaven's sake.
All right. I'll go and get something for you.
Good. If you'd be so kind... Ow!
What was Lord Zenin's wedding like?
It was nice.
You all think running the castle is a piece of cake, but for sure Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got... By the way, you lot all think running the castle is a piece of cake, but for sure Chamberlain Ulrich hasn't got it easy. He's got all sorts
I need to pay the tithe and give
Otto
something to the
travels
church.
a lot, so he's got to do a lot of stuff on his behalf.
Whatever worries he has.
Nice. Good food and drink. Lots of guests. Not enough pretty girls.
What was Lord Zenin's wedding like?
Why do you think? It's from all those worries he has. You again? What do you want?
Well, I could maybe help you in the forge. I'm a blacksmith too.
You could have said that at the start. Are you really in the trade?
Aye. My pa was a blacksmith. A respected one.
Then you might actually be some use to me. At least I wouldn't have to work my fingers to the bone all the time. I'll tell you what. Go to the forge. The fire's gone cold. I haven't had much time for, well, the trade. So fire it up and make some horseshoes for Kabat. He's our groom. Always bothering me that he don't have shoes for the horses. And there's only one nag stabled here now that his lordship's away with his men.
All right. How many should I make?
How many legs does a horse have?
4.
Smart lad. We've got one horse. That's 4 times 1. But Kabat's already got 3. So that's 4 minus 3, which is...
1. All right.
You'll find everything you need in the trunk in the forge. It's there, past the gate.
All right. But I was told not to go there.
And now I'm telling you to go. And when it's done, bring it to me to check so you don't make me look bad. Off you go. Lads, this here
Where's that fool of a blacksmith?